Every day, thousands risk their lives to grow our food. We don't often think about it, but farming is one of the most dangerous industries in the world. From unpredictable animals and toxic chemicals to towering machinery and backbreaking work in extreme weather, farmers face risks that most people never see. Agriculture might put food on our tables, but it also takes more lives each year than mining, construction, or manufacturing. In this video, we're going to uncover the most dangerous jobs in agriculture. And by the end, you'll realize just how much risk goes into producing the food we eat every single day. Rice farming. At first glance, rice farming might not look dangerous. It's just planting and harvesting in waterlogged fields, right? But look deeper, and the risks are staggering. Rice farmers often work knee-deep in water for hours, exposing themselves to parasites, waterborne diseases, and even venomous snakes. In countries like India, Thailand, and Vietnam, drowning accidents are alarmingly common, especially during monsoon season when fields overflow. Add in the use of heavy hand tools and bending for long hours, and you've got one of the most physically punishing jobs in agriculture. Farmers also deal with extreme heat and humidity, which leads to dehydration and heat stroke. Despite the risks, rice remains a staple food for over half the world's population. That means millions of farmers continue to endure these dangers daily just to keep global rice supplies flowing. The truth is, rice farming is far more hazardous than most people realize. Toxic work with lasting consequences. Few agricultural jobs are as quietly deadly as pesticide application. Farmers and workers who mix, load, and spray pesticides are exposed to highly toxic chemicals that can cause severe health issues. Even with protective gear, leaks and accidents happen, leading to poisoning, respiratory problems, and long-term conditions like cancer. In developing countries where regulations are looser, workers often apply pesticides barefoot, without gloves or masks, directly inhaling fumes. The World Health Organization estimates that millions of people suffer from pesticide-related illnesses every year, and thousands die from acute poisoning. It's not just the sprayers at risk. Families and children living nearby are often exposed too. Imagine working with substances designed to kill pests, but knowing that they're also damaging your own health with every shift. This is why pesticide handling is considered one of the most dangerous agricultural jobs, both for immediate risks and the devastating long-term impact. Farming's industrial dangers. Modern agriculture runs on machines, tractors, combine harvesters, plows, and massive irrigation systems. But with big machines come big risks. Operating heavy machinery is one of the deadliest jobs in agriculture. Farmers climb into enormous tractors or harvesters that weigh several tons, often working in rough terrain, mud, or steep slopes. A single mistake, mechanical failure, or loss of control can cause catastrophic accidents. Tractor rollovers are one of the leading causes of death on farms worldwide. These machines also have powerful moving parts that can trap clothing, crush limbs, or cause fatal injuries in seconds. To make matters worse, long shifts and fatigue increase the risk of accidents. The irony? These machines were built to make farming easier, but they have also introduced industrial-scale dangers to the fields. If farming is the backbone of food production, heavy machinery is its muscle, and it comes with terrifying risks. When animals attack, cows, bulls, pigs, and horses might look calm, but handling large livestock is one of the most unpredictable and dangerous jobs in agriculture. A startled bull can weigh over 1,000 pounds and charge at full force, leaving farmers with broken bones or worse. Cows can kick with deadly power, and pigs, often underestimated, have been known to seriously injure handlers with bites and crushing weight. Horses can lash out unexpectedly, causing concussions, fractures, and severe injuries. Farmers who milk cows, shear sheep, or transport animals are constantly at risk of being trampled, gored, or mauled. Beyond physical danger, working in close quarters with livestock also exposes farmers to zoonotic diseases, illnesses that can spread from animals to humans. From brucellosis to swine flu, these infections add another layer of risk. Every time a farmer steps into a pen or stable, they're stepping into one of agriculture's most hazardous jobs. Silent death traps. Grain might seem harmless, but grain silos and storage bins are some of the deadliest places on a farm. When a worker enters a silo to check or clear clogs, they risk suffocating in seconds if the grain shifts. It acts like quicksand, pulling people under so fast that escape is nearly impossible. Even experienced farmers have been trapped and killed within minutes. Grain dust adds to the danger. It's highly flammable, and explosions inside silos have destroyed entire facilities. The confined space, lack of oxygen, and toxic gases make this job especially treacherous. Despite safety warnings, accidents keep happening because someone has to clean, maintain, and manage these massive storage units. For the workers inside, every trip into a silo could be their last. It's a chilling reminder that farming hazards aren't always obvious. They can be hiding in a mountain of grain. Logging and forestry for farming land. Deforestation and clearing land for agriculture might seem like a separate industry, but many farmers are directly involved in logging their own land. And logging is consistently ranked as one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Workers cut down massive trees using chainsaws and heavy equipment, often in remote, rugged terrain. Falling trees, chainsaw accidents, and unstable ground cause thousands of deaths and injuries every year. A single miscalculation can send a tree crashing in the wrong direction, with fatal results. Beyond the physical danger, forestry workers face extreme weather, venomous wildlife, and isolation, making emergency help hard to reach. For farmers clearing land or expanding fields, logging is an unavoidable but high-risk task. The danger here is so great that even seasoned professionals admit, logging is a job where mistakes are rarely forgiven. Harvesting in extreme weather conditions. Farmers don't get to pick perfect weather days. When it's time to harvest, they often work in extreme heat, freezing cold, heavy rains, or storms. Heat stroke is one of the biggest dangers. Farm workers in hot climates spend hours under blazing sun, leading to dehydration, exhaustion, and sometimes death. In colder regions, frostbite and hypothermia become real risks during winter harvests. Storms add another layer of unpredictability. Lightning strikes are surprisingly common in open fields, and flooding can turn simple harvesting into a life-threatening task. Migrant workers, who make up a huge part of the global farming workforce, are especially vulnerable because they often lack proper protective gear or medical access. Imagine picking crops in 100-degree heat with no shade, or working in a freezing downpour with numb fingers. It's a brutal, dangerous job that keeps food supplies running no matter what the weather throws at us. Manual harvesting and repetitive strain injuries. Not all farming dangers are immediate or dramatic. Some creep up slowly, breaking down the body over time. Manual harvesting, picking fruits, vegetables, and crops by hand, might sound simple, but it's one of the most punishing agricultural jobs. Workers bend, squat, and carry heavy loads for hours every day, often under the sun. This leads to chronic injuries like back pain, joint problems, carpal tunnel syndrome, and tendon damage. Repetitive strain injuries can leave workers permanently disabled after years in the fields. Add in long hours, low pay, and little access to health care, and the risks multiply. The danger here isn't just physical, it's economic and emotional, as injured workers often lose their livelihoods. In many parts of the world, farm workers are treated as replaceable labor, making this one of the most overlooked but dangerous jobs in agriculture. The toll is hidden but devastating. Hidden electrical dangers. Irrigation might sound harmless, just getting water to crops. But in reality, irrigation and water management expose farmers to hidden dangers every day. Electric-powered pumps, underground wiring, and water canals create a perfect storm for accidents. Farmers working barefoot in flooded fields risk electrocution from faulty pumps or exposed wires. Dams and canals used for irrigation also pose drowning risks, especially for workers cleaning or repairing them. Then there's the issue of contaminated water. Handling irrigation in polluted or pesticide-filled systems can cause skin diseases and infections. Irrigation might not be as dramatic as tractor rollovers or grain silos, but the dangers are very real. Every time a farmer steps into a wet field or repairs a pump, they're working in one of agriculture's most hazardous conditions. It's another reminder that even simple tasks in farming can turn deadly without warning. So there you have it, the most dangerous jobs in agriculture. From rice farming in flooded fields to handling pesticides, wrangling livestock, and braving grain silos. Farmers risk their lives in ways most of us never imagine. Agriculture feeds the world, but it comes at a steep human cost. The next time you sit down for a meal, remember, behind every grain of rice, every glass of milk, and every loaf of bread, there are workers who've faced life-threatening conditions to bring that food to your table.